had a very heavy downpour last night, and it has been raining on and off all day yesterday. And last night was heavy downpours. So this is what we do every time after heavy downpour. Almost always what will happen is that we'll have lots of bugs hatching, and if we neglect to inspect all of the plants, and look at this, you see that? That's what the rain did last night. So we'll have to try and bring that up and see if it will recover. We'll see if that will recover, or otherwise we'll just go ahead and cut that completely off. Let me show you what's happening back here. At the back of this raised bed, we planted a bottle gourd, and you see that bottle gourd there hiding behind the tomato plant, and are doing what it usually do best, which is to grow humongous like this. They're huge. I already picked one, which I thought was the smallest one, and it turned out to be just as big as these ones. It's already in my cooking channel, and as you can see, we still got a lot to go. So much more to be harvested. Like right back there, you can see there's another huge bottle gourd back there, as big as this, that you can see up here, and some of them you can't even really see because it's right behind my tomato, right? Like this one is hiding behind the tomato. We decided that we are just going to prune this branch right there that broke off during last night's heavy downpour. We'll just go ahead and prune that up as well. Yes. And that'll make that plant a little lighter. And take a look at this. As you can see all them little holes in those leaves? Those are what we look for every time after it rained. Because once you look behind or under the leaves, you will see that caterpillars start to hatch and devastates the foliage. And that's the reason why every time after rain we come down here to inspect the plants, because it's almost guaranteed that we will find some damage done by the caterpillar, such as what you see here. And you see the droppings. One of the sure sign that you have caterpillars hatching and devastating your plant after rain, especially heavy downpour like last night. As you can see, this is what happens. Let me go up close to this one. You can see all that, and we are going to be trimming all of this foliage that are it's so sunny. I hope I'm showing it. All this that are affected by all these bugs hatching, and it's really important that we come here every time after it rain, because we don't spray, we don't use pesticide or any chemical spray to get rid of these bugs. And the only way we take care of that is by hand picking or trimming off some affected foliage, as you see here. Tomatoes are very eager this year to put out some fruits. as you can see, and we most likely be harvesting either the end of this month of June or sometimes early July. We'll be able to pick some of these tomatoes. There's just this one particular tomato plant here is really loaded. I won't be able to show it very well because as you can see that it's exactly the same color of the foliage and the stems, but this one particular plant right here is loaded with fruits. I can't show too well. My intention today was to give you a tour of my garden, but after a heavy downpour, it's really a mess right now. It's very hard to film anything, pardon me, and the sun is unfortunately on the wrong direction to which I could get a better view of the plants of the raised bed to give you a much better look at what's happening. So we're just picking as fast as we can. It's very humid. Uh, we are getting drenched with sweat. It's actually, the humidity is so high and it's still trying to rain some more. So we're picking as much as we can because the fruits will mature quickly and we want to pick it on its best stage of eating. So we're doing our picking right now before it starts raining again. And I promise you that I will give you a good tour of my garden and let you see what's happening. Okay. So because it cannot go longer being restricted by the pot, what it's doing is it's getting very big in circumference rather than elongate or grow longer. That one should be picked already as well. So yeah, that'll be okay. That way the plant could grow a little bigger than that and it'll come out with a better quality or even bigger fruit. And this result, oh, we need to put this result in the ground. Is already starting to bloom. That's characteristic of the Black Beauty. It don't take but a few days after it's been pollinated that it'll just take off and blow up like it did right now. And especially it rained overnight, so it will definitely put on a really good size like that. That's a good Black Beauty right there. We got lots of banana pepper to pick as well. I purposely put the banana pepper in the middle of all these jalapenos. As you can see, let me show you. All around that one banana pepper there is jalapeno because that's a sweet banana pepper, and actually I would like it to have some kind of heat, and it don't always happen, but sometimes they cross-pollinate. Therefore your sweet pepper might turn out it will have some kind of heat, kind of spicy once they cross-pollinate from jalapeno or other pepper that have some kind of heat And that's what I'm trying to do with these banana peppers that you can see right there. They're sweet banana peppers, and I don't particularly like sweet banana peppers. I give them away to those who like banana pepper, but because of their mild flavor. And I do like them for certain type of cooking, and I would like them to have a little bit of heat. So I'm hoping that some of them got cross-pollinated with the jalapeno so that it could have some kind of heat in them. Otherwise, they'll be sweet. Okay? We're gonna pick the jalapeno over there, the ones that from last year in a container. We're not gonna harvest this jalapeno whopper. These are my jalapeno whopper. The still have some time to go to really mature and fully develop its flavor and the aroma. So I'm gonna give it some time to do just that. It's definitely ready for harvesting right there. Okay, and this raised bed here, as you can see, we have butternut squash doing quite well here. Very nice butternut squash. And right back there, you can see cucumbers, straight 8 cucumbers and Japanese cucumbers that we are going to pick most of them today. Um, Yesterday I was able to pick some green beans for my lunch, because as you can see, they are starting to put out fruits, and I, I thought that they were in a very early stage, but I came down here yesterday and realized that I can actually pick some for my lunch, and I was able to do just that. And there they go, they're starting to really put out some good amount of green beans ready for harvest in about 2 or 3 days. Inside this net, as you can see, my goji berries are nice and plump. They're ready for picking again. We have been harvesting these berries, and again you can see there are lots and lots of fruit in there again, and it's hard to see because of the moisture from the heavy downpour obstructing the view with the netting. But there are lots of berries in there, nice and plump, ready for picking, which we will pick very soon, sometimes today. We're doing the other vegetables, harvesting them so that we could get back in the house. It's really humid right now and it's almost unbearable. I will give you a quick look of my papaya, which I have overwintered in my porch last winter. And as you can see, let me see if I could focus on it. The view is really obstructed by the netting, which we have to do the netting and shade cloth to protect the papaya, because You would think that this is a tropical plant and it should be okay with the heat of the sun, but something about the intense heat of the southern sun which can really devastate the plant combined with the humidity. So this is what we have to do. We had to put the netting in there and shade cloth for the time being, because what I noticed was that it started, or they started dropping their blooms and look very wilty from the heat of the sun on midday to noon, to up to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And if we do not do anything to protect it from that extreme heat, we will not have any kind of harvest. And hopefully, I'm hoping to have some kind of papaya harvest from this papaya trees which we have overwintered in my porch last winter. And at this point, it seems like that this netting is working, because there's actually, I don't know if it's showing, there's actually some blooms happening there, and more bloom showing on that one particular plant right there. That tree there got many buds. That one there actually have an open bloom. And let's see, it seems like it's doing fine right now, but if it drop its bloom again, it will just be kind of hard to consider having any harvest from it before winter sets in. So we'll see. This is an experimental plant which I hope to be successful in order to be able to continue planting this vegetable or fruit which I like so much. See, papaya when green, you can use that as vegetable. You can pickle it, and or you can stir fry it, put it in your soup. So many ways you can prepare it when it's green. And naturally, once it's ripe, then you have yourself a good, sweet, ripe papaya, which you could eat just as is, or you can even make smoothie, juicy, and so many other desserts you can make out of it. Okay, so here's our papaya right there. There are some planted somewhere else, and we're trying to see which location is best for them. So far, so good. Not too much of a damage. And it's extremely, extremely humid right now. So we're going to call it quit here. Go in the house and dry up. And I will show you what we picked today. And it's quite a good harvest, which we can definitely share. Okay, so we had to come back in the house. It's just so humid out there, and we were drenched. But we managed to pick as much as we can that is needed to be picked. Because take a good look at this cucumber. Okay, this is one of my Japanese cucumber, and as you can see how long that is. Things are really taking off in the garden, folks, and I am so thankful that we'll be able to share so much of it. This will be going to the church tomorrow. That's how big this, that's, I would say, about 16 inches long cucumber. And take a look at the size of my banana peppers. Very nice. Very, very, very nice banana peppers. And I picked the last two of my daikon radish. But they're young. I can use that. And here we have some straight 8 cucumbers right here, and we also got to pick some eggplant, as you can see. Nice size of eggplant, and some jalapeno. These are my Whopper jalapenos, as you can see. Very nice size. And these are my Black Beauties. Amazing size of Black Beauty zucchinis, as you can see right there. See, I cannot put my hand around it. That's how big it is. A good 3 to 4 inches in diameter, the biggest one. And so we're starting to pick more different varieties of vegetable growing in the garden. Today's harvest in my organic garden.